So I did a thing. It's a good thing in the long term, but weirdly a bad and a good thing in the short term. So before I explain, hi, I'm your friend Eva. I'm in debt, no savings, no retirement, absolutely no business giving financial advice, but here we are, right? So I do believe the personal finance niche needs more honesty, less shame. And if you are tired of being judged for being in debt, share and subscribe. Share it with someone who needs to hear this too. And I have some free downloads down below. And before we go any further, I am not a financial advisor. When it comes to financial advice, or really any advice you find online, then do your own research. Like you need to. You're an adult. Do your own research. All right. So, what did I do? I have 6 credit cards that are all pretty much maxed out. I canceled 2 of them. Yep, you heard that right. I closed them, cut them up, tossed them out. Well, actually, I shredded them. I've got a shredder that has that thing. But you get the picture. So I was going to do a 3rd card, but psychologically, I couldn't do it. And we'll talk about why I couldn't at the end of the video, because there's a good reason. So tell me again how parts of debt aren't mindset. But you'll find out. Anyway, so here's the kicker when it comes to canceling credit cards. They can, or they will temporarily drop your credit score. Yeah, think about that. So we're going to talk about why and why I did it and why it might be beneficial to you too, especially in the long run. However, there are times you shouldn't cancel your card, and we'll discuss that too. All right, so first, why canceling cards drop your credit score in the short term? There are 2 big reasons for that, and why they take that initial hit. Is 1, credit utilization. Your score partly depends on how much credit is available to you versus how much you're using. And that accounts for about 30% of your credit score. So we're going to use small numbers to make it easier for me. So you need to keep this number below 30%. So let's say you have $1,000 of available credit to you. You shouldn't owe more than $300. So you want to keep it under 30%. And when you close your card, your total available credit goes down and your utilization rate will spike up, lowering your credit score. I did learn this lesson when I paid off my car loan last year. My credit score dropped 48 points. Yeah, because I paid off my loan because I no longer had that credit available to me, which wasn't really available to me anyway. Like, it was just crazy when I saw that on my credit report. Credit history length. So closing older cards shortens the average age of your credit history. And banks and lenders, they prefer a longer history because it'll show stability, like you're not always opening and closing, opening and closing. And closing an old account can knock some points off your score. So you know what? Short-term pain. It is what it is. So why on earth did I close my cards knowing it would hurt me in the short term? Because I am trying to get some sort of like debt consolidation loan. All right. So here's the real deal behind my logic. Number 1, debt freedom over temporary score hits. And, I'm looking for debt freedom, not just having a nice looking credit score. Keeping cards I don't use or can't use. Let's face it, it's tempting. It really is, and it'll completely sabotage your goals. If you're constantly juggling balances, it cuts out the temptation. Think of it as breaking up with like a toxic ex. It is tough at first, but long term, it's so good for you. All right? Don't let the companies gaslight you. Number 2, avoiding annual fees and unnecessary costs. So both those cards did have annual fees, and you know what? The benefits for what I got from them just wasn't worth it. So why am I going to pay 95, 150, even $250 a year for something I don't really need? And saving that money beats having the extra credit available one day, or the higher rate one day, credit score one day. Simplifying financial life. Look, I'm trying to simplify everything in my life. Fewer cards means fewer temptations, fewer payments to track, and more mental clarity. It's about feeling in control. Some things are more important than a drop in a credit score. It really is. Long term, and why this move pays off. You know what? After that short term dip, your credit bounces back. You got to keep your other balances low, if not at zero, like get rid of them. You keep making payments on time consistently. And keep in mind, I have paid every single credit card on time for years. So avoid new unnecessary debt, and over time your credit utilization goes back to normal, the scores recover, and it improves because you've simplified and managed your finances more effectively. And that's the key. Why didn't I cancel that other card? I'm going to tell you. So that other credit card is from Costco, and I canceled my Costco membership. You know what? I had the choice to cancel it right then and there or let it run out, and it runs out in like a month or two. So I chose, ride it out. And so I think I was kind of traumatized from canceling the other two cards, which I don't know. Can you get PTSD from canceling credit cards? So anyway, the very, very sweet customer service rep told me after my membership runs out, the card will be canceled automatically about 2 months later. So I will cancel the card before that. I want to show it on my credit report, like closed by consumer, not by company. So, I know I still have probably until September to close it. And I still have my certificate from the card to use at Costco for like $15. And you always need paper towels and toilet paper. So I will go use that hopefully this week. You know what? It's funny because the card's maxed out. It's not like I can use it, but I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. So, yeah. Maybe tomorrow I will close it. I don't know. I will think about it. Why wouldn't you want to cancel a credit card? All right, if you're in the process of getting a mortgage or a car loan or maybe a boat loan, boat is my dream, you want to keep your credit score as high as possible. So even just like 5 points lower can mean a higher interest rate. So wait to close anything until you've gotten like your mortgage or whatever loan you're applying for. For those who say you don't need a credit score to get a mortgage or a car loan, and that's called manual underwriting. That's when the bank does not use the algorithm. It's done by an actual living live non-AI person. If you qualify for this, chances are you're not watching this video. You're not on this channel. You need bigger down payments, proof that you pay your bills on time, like an electric bill, phone bill, like cell phone bill. So manual underwriting, although it exists, is not for everyone. You, ironically, need to have no credit, but still have credit. It's just, you know what? No, not for me. So while, yes, my score is going to dip a bit, and that kind of stings, I'm playing the long game in this. And you know what? That game is about freedom, security, peace of mind, not a shiny number on a screen. Yeah. So my friend, if you are in the same boat, maybe considering cutting ties with that credit card company, or maybe two of them, it's a temporary drop. It isn't forever. Financial wellness or peace of mind, right? Those are more valuable than your credit score. And remember, you are not your credit score. You are not a number that includes your age, your weight, or anything else. Let's get that out there now. So, tell me in the comments, have you ever canceled a card and regretted it? Or did you find it freeing? Because I do want to hear those stories. I can tell you right now, the 2 cards I canceled, totally freeing. That other one, the Costco one, it's still giving me a little bit of anxiety. Go figure, right? So I definitely will cancel it before they do. So my membership runs out July. So I've got a month basically. And I will cancel it before that. And then, then I've canceled 3 of the 6. And the other 3, I'm not canceling. So one is, I get airline points on it, and that I'm keeping. And the other 2, I'm not. So I'm just not. Like, I've so far I'm okay. I can't take more PTSD. So, all right. So that's it. And you know what? Remember, it's not about a perfect score. It is about creating a life you love. All right. So yeah, that's it. I will see you in the next one.